All right, guys. Injuries from the game. Jack Jones had a hand, didn't return. Kurtis Rourke, ribs, didn't return. Nick Martin had a stinger, he returned. And Siegel, oblique, didn't return.
How would you think of Rourke? It was his first NFL action. How'd you feel he fared?
Looked good. Got the ball to the right spot. Thought he hung in there, played well, did a hell of a job on that draw. It looked good out there live.
Does it sound like he might miss some time?
I'm not sure. They said ribs. He was struggling to breathe. So they took him to the hospital just to check on everything, make sure it's all right. X-rays in here didn't show it was broken or anything, but we'll see what we find out tomorrow.
Maybe you have to add another quarterback.
Yeah, maybe. And we still have 3 in here, so it's not a necessity. So with other guys hurt on the roster, might be hard to carry 5, but you don't have to with 3.
Have you heard since he's been in the hospital? Is he doing okay?
I assume so. They weren't. They just want to go get more imaging and find out. So we weren't too concerned. I don't want to downplay it too much, but also not trying to overplay it either.
All would have happened if Adrian had gotten hurt.
We were from the second quarter on. We were talking about what guys who were in the game who could take a handoff and hand it off, or take a snap and hand it off. So Braden Willis was going to go in. We were doing handoff drills with him at halftime, so he was ready for it if we had to.
What do you think of Dejon Stribling's long catch down the field and his performance in general?
It seemed good. We'll see when we watch the film. I thought he struggled a little bit on the first drive, but I think he got 3 drives after that, and it seemed like he executed all the stuff that went to him, and I liked how his hands looked out there and played physical.
Is he moving around, or is he still playing predominantly in the slot for you?
He's moving around. Yeah, we're switching him up throughout the week, and he did a number of different things today too.
I know you talked about it before, but what do you make of the way he's handling sort of the adjustment of playing other positions and just everything that's on his plate?
He's handling it well. It was tough when he got hurt. He missed that week, and now he's been back for I believe a week, and hopefully he can string together 2 more of these weeks, because he's going about it the right way, and as long as he gets those reps and continues to do what he's been doing, should be ready for the season.
Looked like Duggar was starting at the will and Martin at the strong. Is there significance to that kind of ordering?
No, there's not really any significance with the linebackers. We feel like we got a bunch of good players. We're trying to get a bunch of them playing time and kind of let it sort itself out as these weeks go.
Kobe got his snaps at right guard today. Is that more of a cross-training thing, or do you feel he's more comfortable in that spot as opposed to the left?
No, you got to be able to play everything. We got guys competing for the starting left guard position. He's one of those, and he's got a real good chance to get that. A number of guys do too, and whoever doesn't better be able to play both sides.
How did the joint practice on Tuesday impact what you wanted to do with the veterans, or did it? Did they get the work in that you wanted them to get in this week?
Yeah, they did. We decided that before. I wasn't going to play any of our vets really, or not any. The vets who were starters. We decided that a little earlier in the week before we went against Tennessee. If we didn't feel we got that work in, probably would have changed my mind. But was real happy with the work that we got that day, and the vets. The guys who didn't dress today got to work out in yesterday. They got to work out with the coaches today, just routes in air and things like that. So they've gotten some work in, but it'll be good to have them fresh for Saturday too.
I know you missed some time too, but what have your impressions of Grayson Halton been so far?
It's always tough when these guys miss time, but I think he's been back for at least a week too, and I think he's taken advantage of it. He had a good week and looked like he did some good things out there today, but I'll have to see the film to know for sure.
Did it feel like business as usual for you, being back on the sideline, or being on the sideline? I'm assuming Clay called the plays.
Yeah.
How did you work all that?
I'm the same as I did last year in preseason. I didn't call play last year in preseason, and so it's really felt the same as last year. I have a lot of confidence in Clay. He does as good of a job as anyone I've been around at it, and so nothing new today.
I saw you kept the red flag. I know you have the option to have somebody. Did you think about another person having the red flag?
No. I think the red flag's the most overrated thing in football. So I guess I should have given someone else an attempt at it. I like throwing it, but I don't like when I throw it and it's wrong. So, but I didn't have to throw it today, so it's a good thing.
What are you hoping to see out of your defensive ends through the preseason while you don't have Bosa or Mikel, maybe Keon?
Just like guys separating themselves. I think we got a number of guys competing to make this team, a number of guys competing to play, a number of guys competing to try to make this practice squad. And, I like when guys, I like when guys, you know, they separated themselves. I think we got a number of guys competing to make this team, a number of guys competing to play, a number of guys competing to play, a number of guys competing to make this practice squad. And, I like when guys, you know, they separated themselves. I think we got a number of guys competing to make this team, a number of guys competing to play, 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 a number of gu make it so we don't have to make a tough decision. I like guys to jump out in these games, I like them to jump out in practice, and we've 4 of the guys that we had today didn't start training camp with us either. So we've had new guys in there, but I think a lot of them have done some good things in this week, and they did the same things today, and hopefully that'll continue throughout camp.
Coach, with just everything that's gone on the last month, how did it feel just to be on the sidelines coaching football?
The same as it has in practice, so it's, I know everyone knows I missed some things, and haven't been calling plays as much, but I don't really do that in the preseason anyway, so it's felt pretty normal. I'm on a pretty normal schedule. Missed some of the media stuff, missed some of the hours, and it's not exactly consistent, but football's been pretty normal for me.
You didn't look like you had any concerns because you were walking on the sidelines between players and just kind of mixing it up in there.
Yep, they stay away from me. They don't want to get hurt.
What have been your impressions of Price Sock so far?
Similar to kind of answering questions about everyone else. Anytime rookies come in, they got an uphill battle. He's been able to stay healthy and go through these 2 weeks, which I think has been really good for him. It looked like he did some good things today, and but like I said, I'll wait till I see the tape, and hopefully that'll continue next week versus the Chargers.
As far as Rourke, did he start having trouble drawing a breath after he came to the sideline after that drive?
I don't know. We were worried he was banged up on that draw. We were trying to look at him. We were yelling to him. He was saying he was fine. Then when he got to the sidelines after we scored, then they said they needed to take him in to look at a rib. They said that it didn't seem broken on the first x-ray, but they kept him in there. And then at halftime, they said they wanted to take him to the hospital just because he was struggling with some breast stuff. So you got to look in. When you don't see something on the x-ray and someone's struggling with something, then you just got to go cover your bases and look for more.
What appealed to you guys about Robert Jones, bringing him in after he didn't play last year, had to sit out? Is it this 2024 tape or something else that really drew you to him?
I think they bring us a group of all guys that are available, and our scouts have opinions on them, our personnel department does, and then we study them. As a coaching staff, the offensive staff, I rely on Chris Furster the most. Guys that have coached Robert in the past too that we have relationships with, so we felt he fit into our scheme, and was a guy that we were able to get that we think can compete for that starting job, and if not, he can have some good depth for us.
I don't know if I've seen you do the quick field goal, go for an onside kick too much. Is that just wanted to try it out? Is it something?
Yeah, I still don't know if that was right. People were suggesting it. It's preseason. I said, screw it, let's try it. After we did it, I thought maybe we should have gone for the touchdown a couple more times because there was still a lot of time on the clock, and a touchdown is a lot harder, obviously, than a field goal. I did like doing it that way, knowing that we didn't have to waste a timeout, because having a timeout to go get that, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, is a huge advantage. But we'll assess it as coaches tomorrow. We'll have our analytics people assess it and see.
The right time to do it analytically?
Well, they didn't speak up on that. So
on the clock, I mean.
Yeah, when there is like a cut in stone thing, analytics-wise, when it comes to going for 2 or something like that, usually when it's like that, they speak up, and they didn't on that. So we'll assess it tomorrow.
Is that Brian Hampton in your ear talking you through that?
No, it's Matt Plonsky. Yeah.
How did you
retired from that 2 years ago.
Excuse me. Did you and Sala get a chance to compare notes on your teams?
Yeah, we're not the biggest note takers, but we're more FaceTimers. So we sat there and FaceTimed a little bit the last 2 nights, just talking about what we saw from each other. It's a little bit easier when you're in different different conferences. You don't have to lie as much. You can be a little bit more honest, but I know he definitely isn't always. He's still trying to find things out, and so am I. But it was good for us to practice against each other, have someone that especially seeing Gus and stuff, and White Cotton, who was here for a little bit, Tony Oden. But it was good to catch up with all those guys this week.
Did Nate Hobbs suit up? What's his status?
Nate Hobbs and the practice versus the Titans pulled his groin, so he's going to be a few weeks.